Well, look, I've been deeply touched over this last year in particular by the families, the mothers in particular, who have had to bury their children as a result of gun violence, and the mothers whose children have been the perpetrators of violence. There's nothing ever easy about that. It's something that I feel very, very deeply. Well, I didn't come into this with any illusions that we were going to be able to wave a magic wand and reverse trends that have been in making for some time. I think on some areas we actually did make progress. We were down on homicides from a year ago, but we were up on shootings, and that's clearly unacceptable. So I was in constant contact with Superintendent Johnson and members of his team over the course of the weekend. I'll be meeting with them later this afternoon to address a couple of issues in particular. But what it says to me is that we just have to constantly remain diligent. And I think the plan that we have will bear fruit, but it's not going to be instantaneous that we're going to see things turn around, particularly because a lot of what we're seeing out there are crimes of poverty. And we have to invest in the South and the West Side. That's going to be the ultimate difference maker. Of course, the police and law enforcement have a role to play, but when we're in communities, as I saw, for example, on the West Side, and there's young guys out there who get a small amount of money to essentially patrol their streets, but are telling me, we have nothing. There's nothing for our young people to do. So it's difficult to make a persuasive argument not to be involved in the illegal drug trade, for example, when there are no other economic activities and opportunities out there for young men and women to participate in. So we still have a long way to go on our journey, but I feel like we are headed in the right direction. And the coordination, collaboration among city agencies is critically important. So I'm happy about people are seeing their colleagues in a different light. They're working outside of their silos and working collaboratively in a way that I think that they hadn't previously.
Do you expect